Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Builder's Bible. Sorry it's been 9 months. See, I started this series a long time ago where I was gonna do tutorials every weekend, or every other weekend instead of doing speed builds every weekend, because it was just, I thought it would be shorter than building a house every weekend. Turns out it wasn't, and I was more stressed about the tutorials than the building, and so I was like, wow, can't do this, school is hard, and so I stopped. But then I got a lot of requests over the course of the last 9 months to bring it back, and so I figured I would at least try for a little bit to do some more tutorials for you guys, because I am no expert by any means, but I do build a lot of things, and I have some advice I can try and share with you. I've had to record this like 6 times because I keep stopping. I'm very afraid of being called a narcissist again because here's a fun thing. My comments last time, these like married women were like, me and my husband think that you're a narcissist in the comments, and so I'm very paranoid about that now. I promise I'm not. I'm just trying to help. But this is my advice to you guys. I made one about just like basic general building tips and like some cheats and stuff. I'll link that down below. And also one about just roofing. So they're both linked. You can watch them. I don't know how helpful they are, but apparently they're useful because you guys seem to like them. And I asked on Tumblr what I should do today because I didn't really know what you wanted to see. Like, I know you want advice for building, but I didn't know like what kind. And everyone was like, Kayla, floor plans, please. And so I'm going to try and teach you how to do floor plans today. It's not a thing that you can just, it's still hard for me because every house is different with a floor plan, obviously. And it's hard to get it right. Always. Like, I always struggle. You'll see me in my builds, like, I keep undoing things and starting over, and it's a lot. But I can give you some tips, at least, about floor plans, and then we can work from there. I'm going to show you 4 houses I've already built, and their floor plans, these 4, and then we're going to try and do this one's floor plan, because I built this house in September of 2015, and it's not good, so we're going to try and fix the floor plan together, and we'll see. So that's my plan for today. I hope it's helpful, and I hope I'm not a narcissist. So I picked out these 4 houses in particular because they all have pretty different floor plans. Like, this one is all 1 story. This one has kind of a loft space, like a smaller second floor. This one's 2 complete floors, and this one is just very small. So I figured and it's kind of an open floor plan too. So they're all very different and all very, I think, good for showing and explaining why I chose to do the floor plans that way. I don't know. I'll have all the builds linked down below, like the actual speed build if you want to see it and like watch it happen in real time, I guess. Watch me figure it out. But we're just going to talk about why I did these things, because I feel like it's just, sometimes it helps to have someone explain their choices. I don't know. But here's the first house. I love this house so much. I don't know why. I really like smaller houses in The Sims, and this one's pretty small. I mean, it's 3 bedrooms still, but it's all 1 story, which I think is the best way to play The Sims. Like, when you're paging up and down like this between floors to play, it's just a lot. But when it's all 1 story, it's simple. You can always see your Sims. It's pretty small. It's a good sized house. I wish that maybe the living room was a little bit bigger, but rest of it, great house. Oh wait, I'm being a narcissist. Sorry. Gotta back up a little bit. I don't know. I like this house. Sorry that I said that. I don't want to offend these people anymore. I'm kidding. I'm not actually that worried about it. It's just, I'm not trying to come across badly. Ooh, hold on. I was supposed to delete every piece of furniture in the house, but I seem to have missed a couple pieces. But here's the house. I probably should also put just some tile here so you can see my plan better. This is the living room, supposedly. When I built it, it was. It's a little bit small, like I said before, but I kind of imagine that you could have like a desk here, or maybe a bookshelf over here. You'd have like a little space here for a rug and a TV. My pro tip for you guys about like sizing is just to keep it smaller than you think it needs to be, because it's always so much easier to make a small room look nice than a big room. Trust me. And plus, just as long as a rug can fit, like you see how both of these rooms happen to very nicely fit this sized rug. Was that intentional? Yes. So you can see it makes the room seem very cozy. Like, if there were a lot of space, or if it's like too small, if the room's like this big and the rug fits perfectly, it's not as cute. But when the rug is just nice, low in the center of the room, you've got your couches and stuff. I think it looks nice that way. So this is the living room. This one over here is the dining room. And so it's a good size too. You can fit a table pretty nicely in there. Let's not dining tables. You can see, you could even fit a big table, I think, if you wanted to. Yeah, it might be a little tight, but it's a nice, cute little dining room. And plus, notice how all the rooms have at least windows, or some, I mean, this one could probably use more windows, but it's got this door at least to see out to the outside. And this is the kitchen. I imagine you'd have counters across this wall and this one, maybe an island. It all fits nicely in there. These rooms are pretty much all the same size too. Kitchen's a little bit bigger. We've got a nice little bathroom off to the side, a kid's room, master bedroom with an ensuite. You could even make this ensuite a little bit bigger if you wanted to. And then we have a pretty small room over here. Could be like a nursery, maybe even an office if you needed an office. but I have it as a kid's room in this house. But it's just, you can see it's a small house, but it's very playable in the game, which is helpful. And again, it's so much easier to make a small house look nice than a big house. Trust me, I only build small-ish or medium-sized houses for a reason. They're, faster, they're more fun to furnish, they're better to play in, they're not as ugly, I think, when I build them. So my number one pro tip is just to build a smaller house than you think you need. Trust me. Because, plus, small bedrooms are cozy. I'm just saying. Oh, and other pro tip, this is unrelated, but windows. When in doubt, use less than you think you need, because when there's too many windows, it can be a lot. But I think this house has a good number of windows, at least. And, well, I built it, so of course I think it has a good number of windows. But that's my tip for you about this house. We're going to go on to the next one, though. I'm trying very hard to not be a narcissist. We'll see. But the next one, I have not actually posted this speed build yet. It's going up in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. But you can see the floor plan. It's not even furnished. Well, it is furnished in my game, but not in this version. But here's the house. It's bigger. As you can see, it's 2 complete stories. But the floor plan's a lot different, and it's also 3 bedrooms. Who would have thought? But here is the living room. I like how it kind of opens into the living room, and it has these big stairs. We've got this big living area space. We've got a nice study off to the side here. Could be a bedroom if you wanted it to be. It's got a bathroom on the first floor. We've got a big kitchen and a big dining room. And then upstairs, I have 2 bathrooms. One is an ensuite for the master, and then we have 2 more kids' rooms. It's a little bit bigger, more spacious, but it's on 2 stories, and it's got 3 bathrooms and a study, and I don't know. So that's this. I don't know how to even talk about this, but you can see my thought process. And oftentimes, here's a pro tip for you. I will place the stairs usually first, and then you build the rest of it around the stairs. Because it breaks the space, so you can see, I put the stairs down here, and then I used this as a guide to build the rest of the walls kind of around them. And then obviously you can't build upstairs until you get the stairs placed, because you don't want to just make a floor plan upstairs and then be like, oh no, my stairs don't fit. So I always place the stairs first. But that's, and I like to have them kind of close to the door, but not, because there's still space in here for a sitting room or something. I don't know what you would want here, but that's my advice. I'm trying hard to explain. I feel like I'm not doing a good job, but this is, I don't know, maybe it helps to see. But again, the stairs being first, it really lets you divide walls, and you can build the rest of it around it. But there's that cute little place. On to the next house. I'm scared about this floor plan I'm going to do, because the house that I'm going to try and do the floor plan of myself right now is this one, and it's going to be difficult, and I'm worried about it. The next house, I love this house. It was fixer-upper a long time ago, and it's very small, and again, I love small houses, but this one is cute because it's kind of an open floor plan. So you can see when you come in, it's got this little, I would assume, seating area right by the door with the stairs going up. We've got a big bathroom right here. It's the only one in the house, but it's a small house. So over here's the living room. I would make this a dining area space with even a fireplace in it. And then you've got a kitchen space here too. You can fit an island even in here, and then you can have your dining room, and then you have a living room, and they've all got nice windows. Again, when in doubt, use less than you think with the windows, because less is more, I promise. And then upstairs, it's really, really small, but, it happens. I think this house originally, when the person built it, but I renovated it, I think it was just 1 bedroom, just a big loft space up here, but I cut it into 2, because I wanted to have space to have, a kid or something. But you can't actually fit a double bed in here nicely, because it has to be against the wall, so it's kind of impractical, but your Sims can both sleep in it. It just, they can't really do anything else in the bed, if you know what I mean. And then you have a tiny room here. It's kind of long. They're kind of awkwardly shaped, but you can see, you can make it work. And then you can make this space, right here, a nook for a desk. And your Sims can still use it. If you even have let's show you. Let's just show you. You put a table or a desk in there, and then you have a computer. And if there's a chair here, they can still walk past the chair to get into this room. You wouldn't think they could. Oh, maybe they can't. Wait. Ooh, I think when I built this house, I think I used this tiny desk because it's really skinny, and so I could push it up against the wall farther. It might not fit with a regular desk, but you can at least, this one definitely fits. Your Sims can walk through there. So make use of the space. That's my advice to you. I don't know. I like this house. I think it's cute. On to the next one. I feel like I'm not being helpful. Am I being helpful? You saw how I did the thing before with the stairs too in that house. I don't know. I'm not giving very good advice. This one is a difficult floor plan. That I will tell you, because it's got a space in the roof upstairs. I tend to do this in my builds where I have the roof with a lot of dormers, and so I made it so you can actually use the space under the dormers in this house, except the roof, let's look at the floor plan up here. Oh, right here, you can see that this space is very small, but I put a bedroom up here, and there's like a little sitting area and an extra bathroom, which I all fit in the ceiling. It's hard to furnish this because the walls, when they're up, you can't really get in there too well. But pro tip for that, you just move the roof for a little bit, furnish it, and then go back. Because when you're playing the game, the roof isn't in the way. It's just when you're trying to build, the roof is. But there's that. So this is the floor plan of this house. This one was a little bit weird because I wanted to have the stairs, even though for a long time, when I first built it, there was something upstairs, like when I built the house, but then I played in it and renovated it for my Sims to have the space up here. But I put the stairs anyway. That also should not be here. And so the stairs kind of break it up again. So I have this as a living space. It's kind of a weird shaped room, but I feel like the rooms that are not perfect squares and rectangles are kind of more fun. I like to have them more like I would have probably put it like this, because I don't know if I like to have like weird bump outs on multiple sides. But if it were just, like this shaped room is a good shape for a living room, in my opinion. I don't know. Over here I put a desk and made it kind of like a study area, but it's open into the dining room here. And then here's the kitchen. I would have made this kitchen, and well, I did make my kitchen this way. I'm just trying to give advice. I don't know. I put the counters all just on the two walls, and then I had an island in the middle. And I think it's cute. I don't know. Little like alley style kitchen, galley style kitchen, I forget. But there's two bathrooms. This room is very small, but I think it makes for a pretty good guest room. This was a kid's room in my house. And then upstairs we had another one up here, obviously. And then we had the couple bathrooms. I don't know. This could be a cute little like study space, game area. I don't know, however you want to use it. But that's and this is the master over here. It's got a bedroom. And I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. It's got an ensuite bathroom. But again, notice the rugs. Okay, you guys, it's always, my dining rooms are always this size because it fits the rug perfectly. That's all I care about, is it fitting the rug. My dining rooms always fit the rug. Same thing with the living room, fits the rug nicely too. So that's all I care about is the rug. Trust me. But I don't like when it touches the wall like this. Like if I could put a TV in here, but I don't like how the rug is up against the wall. I'm picky. So this is a good sizing. Plus, and a pro tip of the bathrooms is I almost always make mine this 2x3 bathroom, but actually your Sims can still use it. The smallest it can be and them still use it is it being like this. Like if that were the bathroom, they can still use this size bathroom. Depending on where the door is, but you can still make it this size bathroom work. But 2x3 I think is a good size. Also 3x3. Any bigger, it can be a little bit obnoxious. But you can even make it 4x3 if you want to. Obviously not in this house. It's a little bit much. But that's kind of good bathroom sizing. But I tend to make them 2x3 because I don't really care the way they look. I just make my bathrooms kind of small. Just put some stuff in them. I don't know. I probably should care more, but I don't. And then, I don't know. That's my house. Those are my tips. We're going to go and try and do a floor plan now. I hope I'm not being useless. I feel like I'm being kind of useless right now, but I'm just trying to show you what I've done. And I'm just trying to give some tips. Maybe they're useful. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm having fun. So here's the house that I built. Again, September of 2015. I was young. It's a nice house. This is a pro tip about houses too. I keep saying pro tip because of Dan and Phil. But pro tip because this is a very easy style house to build, a colonial house, because they're very boxy and flat, but it still looks okay because this is a real kind of house and you're like, oh, it's a colonial house. But otherwise, if it were any other like not brick kind of thing, it would just be like, oh, that's kind of weird looking. But it's a nice little colonial house. The thing about these kind of houses is that they're very boxy, and so it can be hard to do a floor plan. You can see and they're very symmetrical. I like the way it looks from the outside, but on the inside, symmetry is not great. So this is my old floor plan, and I don't like it. I think it looks really bad. So we're gonna try and fix it. To the best of I really hate that these bathrooms are next to each other. Like it's dumb, but I can make fun of my past self because I built this, so I can mock myself. But I don't like that they're next to each other. So we're gonna try and fix it. Oh boy. But we'll see how it goes. I wish that the doors would disappear, but I have move objects on, so they're not going to. But you guys get to see me struggle to do this in real time. That's going to be embarrassing. Okay, well, we're deleting everything in the house, and then we can just quickly, go ahead and dump these things. There's a lot of bathrooms in here, too. Wow. Also, I used to love this flooring, and I never use it anymore. Okay, so there's the house. Oh, we have to do that upstairs, too. Probably should have done this beforehand, but also I wanted to show you the before, and then we can do the after, and you'll be like, wow, look at the difference, and it'll be cute. Or so I think. Okay, but, this is going to be difficult. I'm worried now. but we'll just look at the lighting. It's so awkwardly shaped. Okay, so we have at least a clear idea of what we're working with here, and we've just painted all the walls. Again, I started with the stairs, clearly, because it's kind of a good base for you to kind of see what you're working with. I kind of want a more grand entryway, so I might move the stairs back a tiny bit, and then work with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, see, we can make it work. But I'm going to go ahead and make what I would call the dining room right now. So we're going to use that as the dining room. We're going to want to have, I think, see, this is so hard to talk while I do it. I don't know. Usually I'm just listening to podcasts and no one's watching me make mistakes. But we're going to have arches on either side, I think. No, I don't want those arches. This doesn't matter. I'm just saying. We'll get our arches on either side. And then, oh, okay. I'm trying to think. We could even, this is a classic. This is just a big entryway, probably kind of useless. Or we could even make the room a little bit like, this is a little bit much. But watch this. We could just kind of, if we wanted to have kind of a wacky shaped dining room, I don't know, we'll see. That's kind of interesting. We could put like some bookcases in there and it makes this look cool. I don't know. We're going to use that for now. And then, oh boy, okay. So we're going to turn this into the living room. And this is going to be a little bathroom, maybe? But I hate, okay, here's me. This is why it's so difficult, is because this bump out is very awkward. Like, this is a horrible shaped room. This L shape is god awful. Okay, but we can make it work. We can make it work. I know, I want the kitchen to be over here. So I'm thinking, and look, what we can do, oh, no. We can make this into kind of a breakfast nook in this kitchen, and then we can have cabinets and a little island in here. And then we could even make this, is it weird to have 2 bathrooms? Possibly, that's okay. We'll have one there, and then we can make this into a sitting room. Or maybe even no, it'll be a sitting room. We'll have like 2 living rooms. It's a fancy house, we can have 2. And then over here, I'm thinking this could be a study. I just don't know what to do about the awkward L shape. Okay. We could keep it and we could put like a card table over here. It's just the L shape is weird. We could even make it into a closet if we wanted to. I don't like that I'm just dividing up the corners. But it could make a nice little closet area, and then you could store like, I don't know, an easel in there and some paintings or something. And then upstairs, okay. This is where it gets difficult. It's just a big giant square. There's not, because when you have like, oftentimes my houses will have like a bump out. And then it'll be like a bump out here and you're like, okay, there's a bedroom, you know, and then you can kind of work from that. But we just have this big square with stairs in the exact middle. So we have to make something happen out of nothing. Okay, so we're going to make this, I think, that's a pretty big bedroom. No, it's okay. That'll be okay. There's no windows. Oh boy. All right, so there's no windows there. Never mind, that's not going to work. We cannot make that into a bedroom, actually, now that I think about it, because there are no windows. But we can make this, it's so big. When in doubt, make it smaller. You heard me say that before. I'm just going to kind of cut that off, and I'm going to turn this into the master bathroom, I think. And then I might, we'll make it a little bit bigger. It's a big master bathroom. And then, oh boy, okay, we're going to make you... No. Okay, I'm trying very hard to not mess this up. That'll be a bedroom. And then we can have this be a bedroom. They're a little bit big, but that's okay. And then we can put another bedroom right here. And then the thing about this is that it's just very long and kind of awkward. I might have to scoot the stairs back to where they were before. I feel bad about this, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work the way I want it to. So we'll keep, it's okay. It's not like anything is too big for now. And then we could even, the thing about this though is that I don't like how there's only 1 tile to put a door. I like to have at least 2 tiles for doors in my houses, which is kind of dumb, but just a thing that I like to do. So I'm just gonna keep this the way that it is. And then we can make this be a little bit bigger. And this is an unreasonably just obnoxious sized room, but that's okay. I just kind of like how it's not all perfect. I don't know. We'll keep it. I think, obviously this should be fixed. That's not that bad though. Okay, I can accept this. I think it's better than before. So we'll place some, I hope am I talking? What if I just wasn't talking while I was doing that and then I was just silent as I was placing walls? If I was, I'm sorry. But we'll just kind of mark it off like what we wanted to place in these rooms. So I'm kind of imagining, is it 4 bathrooms now? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not bad. And then we will have carpet in the bedrooms just so we can kind of see what we were envisioning there. So it's 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. That's a little excessive, but that's okay. And then I often in big houses like this, I like to put doors that are too wide. I just think these are very fancy doors, so I'm going to use those. But you can see that I just think it's very cute, and they fit 2 wide doors because we have all these 2 wide. Because, okay, before, what I was trying to say before is that when I had it like this, or no, when I don't know, I had a thing that was just 1 tile connecting it to the hallway. Maybe it was like this. Oh, it was like that, and then I was like, I don't like this. That's not a good size place for the door, you know? So we like to have them like this. Does that make sense? Did I make sense just then? I hope so. But that's my floor plan. So we have the kitchen here. We get a little breakfast nook, a bathroom, a little, like, I don't know, sitting room area. We've got our fancy foyer area, our living room. We've got another bathroom. We've got a, like, storage area, closet, a study, a dining room. And upstairs we have 4 bedrooms, and there's a total of 4 bathrooms. And I do not hate this floor plan. I might actually, like, refurnish the house now and play in it. But there's the house, you guys. Wow, look at that brick. Doesn't that look great? I know. I hope this was helpful. I feel like it maybe wasn't, but I mean, I talked through it. I learned some things from myself. I made decisions. I redid a floor plan that was previously not great, but is now at least a little bit better in my humble opinion. So just a general, like, breakdown of my previous tips. Number 1 is we don't like 1 wide hallways, maybe. Number 2 is to make your living rooms fit rugs. And number 3 is to keep houses smaller than you think they need to be. I don't know, probably bad tips, but you guys kind of saw my process. I think that's all that matters, is to hear me kind of talk it out, because it's, again, it depends on the house. There's no, like, formula for making a floor plan good. It just, you kind of have to work with it and make changes and adjust things. You saw me have to fix the dining room. Like, you don't get it right the first time. I don't get it right the first time. Nobody does. It's hard to make a floor plan. And so I hope that I helped at least a little bit. I don't know. I tried. But again, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Again, you guys, I've got 2 past videos linked down below. You can check them out. There's an annotation right here. Hopefully I wasn't a narcissist. I tried very hard not to be. Maybe I was. Maybe I just always am. Who knows?